Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I have a really cool game for you, Exodus Borealis, and I'm quite excited to show it off. This is a tower defense combined with a city builder. Now, that's not a completely unique idea. We have seen city builder combined with tower defenses before, but it's always been mostly a tower defense with a little bit of city builder. And this is the opposite. This is a city builder with a little bit of tower defense, which I think is super fun because it makes the gameplay really interesting. I like it quite a bit. So I think enough preparation and let's just go. So we're going to be playing on as intended difficulty, and we're going to be playing on the Shiroi Island, the first discovered island found after fleeing the homeland across the Great Northern Sea. The island's open grasslands allows for plenty of freedom in how to lay out for the new settlement. On the far side of the island lies an invader gate that is nestled among the white cliffs. Let's go. All right. So here we go. First thing you gotta do on the map is you have to find a gate. So here's the gate. I'm actually going to turn around a little bit so that we're facing upwards. Now, this is where the enemies will come from when they start coming, but it's gonna be a little while before they start coming. Now, you have a couple of options. You can kind of choose your strategy. You can either go like further away. For example, this is a really good area for building. But the disadvantage of that is once you start wanting to build like the defenses against the gate, it will take your peeps a very long time to move back and forth. So there is a strategy where you might want to be near the gate so that you don't have to walk that far. Now this is our ship that got broken. Crashed boat storage. Another disadvantage is if you start building near the gate, then it's going to take them a long time to take the resources from here to there. So what we are going to do is we're going to kind of do an interesting combination. We're going to start over here. So it's kind of like, it's close to the gate, but it's also a little close to the boat. Now, as you all know, the most important thing you need to do when you crash somewhere is make sure that you have food. No. Shelter. Because always in these games you start with a tree farm. You need wood to build stuff. Not food, wood. So we're gonna place a tree farm. I think we're gonna place it here. We're gonna have like a mining area and mining and tree over here. We're gonna let them start moving. And another thing you're gonna need is a storage barn. I'm gonna keep the storage barn probably not too close to the gate because we don't want to end up like have them attack it. So I'm gonna place the storage barn kind of here, kind of hide it behind the tree so that they can move it. Now in this game you do gain tasks. So for example, they want us to build a mine, but this is mostly like a tutorial instruction, so to speak. Now these elements we'll talk about them later, don't worry. So as you can see, we're gonna have our people move this over here. Now, one of the most important thing in city builder, let's check out what your people look like. So let's go. Look at them. Oh, I don't know if you can see them well enough. They're foxes. Okay, I had this whole joke prepared, but I got too excited and kind of gave you the punchline. I was gonna say that a very important thing in a city builder is to figure out what the people say, and then I was gonna say that it's a fox, but I kind of messed that up. I'm sorry, I get too excited. It's like when I played this city builder, I was like zoomed out because I tend to be zoomed out, and I wasn't really looking. And then like within 15 minutes, I looked, I was like, what? That's so cool. So we've got Catalia Xenodgav here, and see how hungry she is, how tired, and then her education. Education is pretty important because it affects your work efficiency. Warm clothing, this is going to be important in winter because they died, and they died like super quickly. Like it took me like what, 1 day to finish a house, and they were dead because they freezed out in 1 day. Like, come on, you have a little endurance. And how comfortable and well she lives, essentially. Comfortable actually increases, I think. So they're building my storage barn, and they're gonna build, actually no, that's the tree farm. They're gonna build the storage barn here. Another thing I need to build is the mine. So I'm gonna set up the mine kind of here near the storage barn. I think is a pretty good place. We've got that over here, so they're gonna start a building. Now, you have job management here, so you can set up who you want to work there. For example, I can set 2 people as builders, 1 person as lumberjack, and 1 person as a miner. Don't be afraid to set this up. If they don't have anything to do, they will just become general workers. So you don't have to worry that, like, okay, I set 2 people as miners, they're gonna sit around and do nothing. That's actually pretty fine. Now here you can see my storage barn, how much capacity is remaining, which you can also see over here. Now there's some basic resources in the game. So we have wood, we have stone, we have ore, and then we have food, cooked and uncooked, and then we have like meat, which will increase like comfort and etc. Fancy food, again, charcoal, mortar, iron. Mortar is really important for defenses. Iron, steel, plant fiber, textile, warm clothing, medicine. So obviously medicine so that people get healed after the attack, and then textile for warm clothing, as we already talked about. Alright, so we've got this thing. Now, another thing we're going to need is food. So we're going to build a farm. I'm going to build the farm, I think I'm going to build the farm maybe kind of here near the river. It doesn't really need to be near the river. There's like no bonus on where you place the farm, but I do like to place it near the river because it seems nice. And you can see that most of our pieces are kind of carrying stuff, and I do love how it kind of, you can see that they're carrying 3 sort of pieces of wood, because often in city builders they don't necessarily focus on this many details, and they just like have like a box. But the fact that you can actually see this is really, you know, after I played Ostiv, I realized how amazing it is if city builders actually take the detail. Like, for example, the fact that this fox is hammering, and it just adds so much more to the game if you can see it this way. Now, 1 person is working in the mine continuously, and then they sort of put out the stone or whatever they're mining. We could also set up the ore, but we're going to keep on stone outside of the mine, and then other people are going to take it and carry it to the storage barn or wherever need to. So you can see that the mine sort of popped out right now. And our workers, Italia Xenonga, the first fox woman we looked at. Now, I need to build them a house. So let's do it. Where do we want to have our houses? Again, not too close to the gate, but also let's have the setup of houses kind of here near the river. That seems like a pretty nice idea. Maybe it might be better for, or we could have houses on the other side of the river. Actually, that might be fun. Let's change it counterclockwise. I want it to be kind of looking up, and we'll set up 2 houses. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 citizens and 2. Okay, so we already have. Okay, whatever. Okay, then we're gonna need more houses. Now we have 8 people. Oh, this house is looking the wrong way. Cancel construction. Let's do it the right way. I am building 3 houses, but I only have 8 people. Why am I doing such a thing, you might ask? Because the housing policy in this game is just hilarious. Okay, so the way this works is that in a house you can have 4 people can live in a house. Okay, if they're single. If 2 people get married, they will move into a different house and they will kick out the single people that live in a house. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you can get kicked out of your house because you're not married? It's just crazy. And because I'm a mayor who takes care of my people, and also who doesn't want to be tied down, I'm gonna build extra houses so that the single people can move in. Wait, so you're saying we're not gonna get married? But I thought, shush. I think that's so funny, the policy. And they actually literally become homeless. Even if you have like enough houses for 8 people, the single people become homeless, and they just get kicked out, and then they freeze because they can't even last a single day outside. So just make sure that you have enough houses, because your single people are gonna get kicked out. It's just amazing. Did we finish my farm? Not yet. So we finished the storage and the mine and the tree farm. So this is a tree farm. You can pick different types of trees. We could have deciduous trees, which takes a year to grow and yield 30 wood, or 2 years and grow 40 wood. Now, we need to set up a research building so that we can start working on some defenses. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to build a research lab. I'm going to have the research lab probably near the houses. Like, it doesn't really need to be anywhere special. Again, maybe on the other side of a river. I'm sure the foxes are super confused. Like, why do we actually no, we're gonna place it over here because we're gonna need a secondary farm. You need to have 2 farms to essentially have enough food for your people. So I want to make sure that we survive the winter and all that. It's gonna be funny how they have to cross the river all the time, even though we have no bridges. There are no bridges in the game. You can just cross the river. It's fine. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna check. Now here we can also pick what kind of food we want to have, but right now only option is the Ichiru and 1 season food crop. Okay, let me read you more. Yeah. Planted in spring with the summer harvest and planted in summer with the fall harvest. The field of Ichiru provides roughly enough raw food for 5 citizens annually, so that's why we need 2, so that we have enough for 10 citizens. Now once my research lab is finished, we're going to be able to set up some research and make sure that we can get defensive structures, which is going to be really important. Okay, so where are most of my people? Yeah, I can see that they're carrying wood over here. It's interesting that this guy only carried like 1 piece of wood. Oh no, they're carrying stone. Okay. Like, no, it's 1. Yeah, okay, it's 3 pieces of wood. It looks like 1, but it's actually 3. If you look, I cannot zoom in any further. This is the maximum zoom. I would show you even more because I think this game is really pretty and I'd like to see more of it. The sort of moving to the side is a little confusing because it kind of turns a little bit in a way that maybe you don't necessarily want. So I apologize for all the crazy movement. Yeah, you can see they're carrying the stone to different places. I'm actually going to increase the priority on the research lab because we should be able to finish the houses before it's winter, so we don't have to worry too much about that. In summer they're kind of fine. Now the way this works is that they will carry like wood into their houses to sort of activate the houses essentially and become warm enough. So this is going to be really important. This game has a lot of really fun details. I like it. Right, come, someone please finish my research lab. I'm gonna set up my research. We still need 80 wood though. And the tree farm's a little far away. We should have brought it close, built everything closer to it, but because you can see that they kind of have to run back and forth to carry it. But also it's going to take a while before the trees even grow, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, we still have a lot of food also in the original boat, so that also takes a while. And they cut off some trees here, so we can bring it from here over there. Now, here we can see some statistics on like, okay. Like that's actually kind of interesting, like how much wood we've got, stone. Actually it doesn't show anything right now, so we're just gonna click it off. Close statistics, yeah. Now, how does these crystals work? So essentially you've got like a specific synergies between different elements, and different elements do different kind of damage. For example, this water increases damage from all sources, or ice is a speed reduction, so it's gonna slow down the enemies. And you can see like how synergistic or negating connection the elements have. For example, negating connection means that when the element is impacting an invader, the invader is already impacted by opposing element, the opposing effects are nullified. So obviously you can't make them burn and freeze at the same time. Now, how do you activate this? You gain gems. So the way this works is with the mine is that you can tell them to mine gems if you have the research, or there's a research here for gem mining. Wait, no, yeah, the gem mining will allow you to straight up go for gems, but I think there's also some research somewhere that allows you to like have just like a higher chance of getting gems even if you mine for something else. Yeah. But as for research, we're going to start with the defense research. Another really good research I like is this child mentorship. Let me actually speed it up while they... Okay, they already finished the thing. So, the research lab. So we're going to start with the defensive structures. As I said, this is going to allow me to build defense buildings. Another thing I really like is this child mentorship. This allows you so that the children will follow their parents around and learn about it. And this will increase their education, which means they'll have higher work efficiency once they actually start working. City planning is also good. Research improved settlement aesthetics and efficiencies, which brings happiness to the citizens. This reduces their well-being decay. Okay. And then we've got charcoal. This is going to be important to build mortar, which you're going to need for some better defense buildings. Multi-season crops are also quite good. So, but once we finish the defensive structures, I think then we'll go into like the charcoal probably. So I'm going to say, hey, I want 1 person to work as a researcher. I think 1 is enough right now. Now we finished 2 of our 4 houses, so right now everybody has a home. But the problem is once like more people pair up, right now I think we only have like 1 family. I think the kids, yeah, this is where the kids are. So we have like 2 parents, Macklin, Brain, and then their kids. But if for example someone else, and then here we have 4 adults, but if for example Philip and Ivana want to get together because they're totally in love, then they would, well actually they wouldn't have anybody to kick out, so they can't do that. But like if there were like, it was like a bunch of single people over here, then they would kick somebody out. What happened to me is that they just like kicked out my single people, and then the single person died, which I was super sad. Only one of them, the other one survived the winter for like a day, but I was like super sad about it because it was like it was a sad day in our world of foxes. All right, how am I doing on my research? I'm actually gonna allow 2 people to do research because I just want to speed up the research. I want to make sure that very quickly. Yeah, expanding homes does couple spare up. Yeah, we know. Oh no, it was actually Catalia and Philip. Okay. Ivana must have her heart broken. I just loved him so much. I don't know what happened. I did everything he wanted and he still left me. Well, I mean, you were too agreeable. You wouldn't be happy with me. You can't just like put your life on hold and do whatever I want. What? See, just how it went. Okay. Oh, they want me to place 2 farms, so I did that. Assign one for a farmer using the job management. Okay, we're just gonna assign a farmer so the game can be like happy. Give me new tasks. Did it? Yeah, research. I already did that, so whatever. Yeah, they want me to research the defense structures, which is what I'm doing anyways. Alright, so anything else we want to build? I don't really think so. I think we're okay with these 3 houses. Yeah, I think we're good right now. And next thing we'll want is the defense structure, which we have to wait for. So we're actually going to speed it up. The research should move fairly quickly. And yeah, we're going to leave their food the way it is right now. And they should be carrying stuff from this still. We still have like 260 wood over here. Yeah, so now it wants us to do defenses. We finished research, so let me set up the next research for... Does it actually tell me what it wants me to do? No, it doesn't matter. So we'll tell it to do... Wait, just a second. Small arrow... Okay, I will tell it to do the child mentorship. I like it. And now I'm going to build my very first tower. So I'm going to start by building a small arrow tower, let's say over here. Now, I'm actually going to start building some walls. Walls cost me 5 wood and stone. I'm actually going to set this up this way so that they have to go upwards. Now I do actually love... Oh, I should have canceled the construction of this one and build a corner wall instead. I do love the sort of part of tower defenses where you kind of build walls like this. I think it's just really a fun part of it. And you don't actually see this in like the city builder tower defense combos. Typically you see like if it's a city builder combined with the tower defense, the idea is that the city's kind of in the middle and the enemies usually come from every direction. I think Defend the Keep was like that, and you can check out a video of it if you'd like. But the fact that you can build walls, actually make them walk in, I think is super fun. Another thing is we should try to get the research mining. I'm actually surprised we didn't get anything from our mine yet. In my test game, I actually got a lot more, many more gems this early on, so I was able to build much cooler stuff. Now I do want to increase the priority for this tower because I think it's more important to build a tower. Now the way the enemies work, sorry, I just started talking way too fast there. The way the enemies work is that they kind of have like a target in mind where they want to go. For example, they might want to destroy your storage barn or whatever, and they're just going to go in that direction in the fastest way possible. So they might not have a goal of destroying your tower, which can be problematic. That's why you need to build these walls to kind of navigate them. And I could build more of them, but at the beginning you're not going to get many enemies, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, we're almost done with our research. We're actually done with our research. So I'm going to set this up to do... I would like to do charcoal so that we can get that mortar soon. That's going to be super important. Now, if you look at our citizens, we're actually going to see with the children following. So they're now following their parents. Actually no. So they're following each other. That's actually pretty funny. They're not following their parents just yet, but they should soon. And this will allow us to learn, increase their education. So actually, can I click on them from here? Yeah, so we could even follow this citizen. Can't really zoom in much. Okay, yeah, we can. Oh, cool. And you can see that their education is small, but it will get increased as she kind of follows the others. Yeah, except she... Okay, sorry. This follow thing is just super confusing. It's just gonna stop it. That was a little crazy. She's gonna stop it. Yeah, we're waiting for the tower to be constructed. That should hopefully happen soon. Did I set up the research? Yes, I did. Charcoal. Good. Now, do I want to build another house? I think I might. Just because we will get more people eventually, so I want to make sure that we've got... I would also, next thing I want to do is I want to get the multi-season crops, because I can get a much better... Actually, I shouldn't do that. I need to do the mortar first for advanced buildings. Okay, so we'll do the mortar and then we'll do that. So that, because this only allows me to feed 10 citizens, but if you get a higher level, for example, the knee berry, it can actually allow you to feed up like 14. But we do need the research for the charcoal and the mortar first, I think. How are we doing with the mining? Yeah, so with the mining, if there's like too much stone around, what will essentially happen is that the person who in the mine will stop working. They will help out with other tasks, which I think is pretty cool. Now we will probably fairly soon get our very first enemy. Let me speed it up a little bit. Can't build the charcoal building just yet because we haven't finished the research. Right, storage barn, looking good. Okay, it's the winter has begun. So right now, if we had anybody who would be homeless, there'd be a huge problem because they'd be freezing. But right now, it's pretty okay. Yeah, they have speed 90%, carrying strength 90%, work efficiency 90%, because they have that low education. But once we've got like the children who are actually thought up, who learn from their parents, going to be much better. Research is a little slow. I'm not sure what our researchers are doing. Did I turn people off research? No. I don't have anybody set up as a farmer. I'm actually going to take the builders away, have one person set up as a farmer and one as a charcoal burner, and we're going to set up the mortar as the new research. Now, I do need to build a charcoal hut. I'm actually going to build it kind of here, near the stuff, so that it's not so far from the tree farm where we're going to get our trees from. Also going to build this house. I'm going to give a priority to the charcoal hut. We can do the house later. Yeah, so this guy brought wood to his home so that we can have, it can be warm and essentially can, you know, keep them warm and keep them happy. Right, now this is the area of the tower. You can also replace it here with a different kind of wall. This I think is really, really cool because it kind of allows you to easier kind of work around this and don't have like a huge problem. Now I do think we're gonna need another tree farm. We're gonna build it over here, simply because we're gonna need a lot of wood, and while right now we can take all the trees around here, eventually we're not gonna be able to, and these walls, they actually cost quite a lot. I'm actually gonna build a few more walls like this. I think maybe even another corner wall. This might even be able to be like a three-way wall. Like, sure, like that. And we'll have a stand. I also kind of want to force them to go like... I don't know if that was the best move. Is there like a space? There's like space. So let's cancel this. And we'll build another, I think it's like a three-way wall? Yeah, counterclockwise. Like this. And we'll say, hey, you have to go down. So they will go this way, then they'll go back up. I don't know how big, like the enemies seem pretty big. I don't know if I can have them go like in a few paths. I think I'll just let them go like this. So they'll have to go down and then back up. And then I'm gonna force them to go with the corner wall here. I hope that's enough space. Oh no, this is not enough space. Okay, so we're gonna actually have to clear this and build a corner wall a little bit earlier. Yeah. Yeah, so you know, we can weave it a bit more later, but the idea is they'll have to come kind of around this place, which will give my tower the reach. And if I could, and obviously you can replace these walls with also a tower. So for example, I could use this corner to build a new tower, or I should probably take like this middle wall, like for example this one, or this one, and say, hey, I want this turned into a wall if I need to. Okay, new research. Now we're gonna set up the multi-season crops, and then we'll do the gem mining. Now, we have set up the charcoal hut, and we also want to build a mortar mill. She's going to take ore and turn it, and charcoal and turn it into mortar. We're going to place that again near this sort of storage building. And I'm also going to need a secondary mine, simply so that, I think we'll place it like this, simply so that we can get ore from there. And again, we'll let it go fairly quickly. People should be good. Got 100. I'm gonna go on the fastest speed just for a little while. Yes. Yeah, I think the problem might be, oh, we don't have builders, right? I didn't set up any builders. So let's set up builders. And then here we have, so see, we have citizens without a home, because again, some of our people grew up and then they kind of paired up, I guess. So now we actually don't have, we have people who are, who is homeless? Amalia Reynolds. Interesting. Yeah, because she became old enough to have her own home, so she cannot live here with her parents anymore, but there's not enough space for like single adults. And she's lucky that it turned into spring, because had this been in winter, she would have been dead by now. I'm really happy about it. Also, oh, she's a builder. That's great. She can build her own house. Okay, we mined an elemental gem. Which one? Which one? Ooh, interest. This is an interesting one. What is this? Earth gem. What do you do? Increase damage from future terror sources. Nice. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna be able to build some good stuff with that. Now, hopefully she'll build her house fairly quickly. Okay, we've got one person working in the charcoal, so we're getting some charcoal from wood, which is good. And hopefully we'll get that second mine soon. Alright. I do want to show you when the enemies come, so we're gonna wait till that happens. Okay, we finished the multi-season. Okay. So we're gonna start researching gem mining. Doesn't matter, but now we're gonna watch the enemy come. It's gonna come soon, trust me. Can't see him through the gate. Oh, is he not coming yet? Seems like the warning would be like, hey, he's coming. Guess we've got a bit of time before they really show up. Now, how are we doing with mortar? Yeah, we're still gonna take us a while to build this. Okay, just go back. I'm just gonna keep watching this to see when they come. Deep power beyond the gate, Singleton assault is planned this coming nightfall. So very soon. I could increase the priority on like this wall, for example, but I don't think they're gonna be able to build it fast enough. Now, there are gates. Right now, actually, this is a good point. We should change some of these into a gate. Actually, we need to research a gate. So once we finish the gem mine, actually I'm gonna do it immediately. We need to set up a gate, because the gate, you can close them. Because right now they have to walk all the way around, which is obviously making it so that it takes them much longer to build this. But if I can place, for example, here a gate, it's going to be much easier for them to move in and build it. Yeah, so you're gonna see that they have to walk all around now. You can't just walk in. Yeah, we're getting this corner wall, good. I would like to increase the priority of these walls kind of inside. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish it before the enemy comes. I'm just going to try. How is my mortar? Still not done. And because we have the priority on something else, it's gonna take a while. Okay, I want to see the enemies. By the way, let me know if you'd like another episode of this game, because I think this game is really interesting, and I would be interested in playing it a bit more. So how many times can you say interested in? In 10 seconds. Apparently many times. But yeah, this is a really cool game. It kind of... I don't want to say surprised me, because I mean I had expectations, but it's just a really cool game. Okay, new research. We'll continue with the gem mining. We can continue from, I think. Okay, now the enemy is coming. Enemy has been spotted near the gate. Last time it was a Minotaur. We'll see. Okay, yeah, level 1 Minotaur. She says here on the bottom. Come on, Minotaur. Yes, you can see him here. He's coming. Looks like just like a huge fox. I know he's not a fox, he's a Minotaur, but still. Like from this angle, it just looks like these guys just bigger. Okay, once he gets near enough to the tower, We can shoot. Now, obviously, we didn't finish the building, so we can just kind of walk around. But our tower will still be able to kill him. Yeah, he's dead. Good. Now, obviously, what they want us to do is like expand the defenses. Now, we do have the mortar at this point, so we should be able to build. First of all, we can build the gate wall, which I'm actually going to substitute one of these with the gate wall, so they can walk through this. And we should start producing mortar and do like a mortar research once we can. Yeah, like small, actually, and more defense building as well. Like for example, a blast tower would be cool, or a boost tower. We could also start doing like a specific damage. For example, we do have this Terra Gem, so we might want to focus on. Actually, we don't have. Oh yeah, Terra damage over here. Okay, everybody's hungry. Do we not have food? Interesting. Oh, it's probably because I didn't set up a farm. No, I have a farmer. Alright, well, we should be able to get the food. Regardless, I think this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments. And you can click on the right to watch some other games that we put on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye.